Good morning. I'm just going to wait a couple more minutes, but we are going to start with a meditation. So make sure you are seated comfortably on your mat. You can also use your chair. I left my chair, but I will give you options if you do use your chair as your prop today. So we're just going to wait another minute or so. So get comfortable. You can also use a pillow. And the meditation that we're doing is in this book that I've been reading, and I absolutely love it. It's called Spiritual Growth, Being Your Higher Self. And that is one of the meditations that we're going to be doing today. All right, so wherever you're at, place your hands on your lap. So if you are seated on the floor, you can place them right on top of your knees. If you're on the chair, you can place them right on top of your lap. And allow the palms of your hands face up. And the purpose of this meditation is for you to connect with that part of yourself, your higher self, and feel your higher self as you. For all meditations, sit quietly, focus on your mind, relax your body, and start by taking a deep breath. And this just goes for any type of meditation, even if you don't necessarily have a theme. So I want you to sit comfortably. Eyes can be open or closed. And adjust your posture so that you are comfortable. So just scan through your body and just make sure that your spine is elongated, your neck is neutral. Imagine your entire body relaxing, starting with your toes. Bring a feeling of relaxation into your feet, calves, and thighs. Then up into your abdomen and lower back, chest, upper back, and shoulders. Next, relax your arms, hands, neck, head, and face. Let your muscles around your jaws and your eyes relax. And scan throughout your body and feel the relaxation all throughout your body. And do this until you feel peaceful, focused, and physically comfortable. You also want to adjust your posture so that the energy can flow more easily up and down from your spine. And take a full breath. Expand the chest. And you want to move the lower diaphragm and abdomen just a little bit while you are taking a big inhale. Do this a few more times, breathing as deeply as you can. Notice the sensation of your breath, especially as you expand through your chest and through the lower abs. And straighten and lift your upper chest with another deep breath. And notice that as you do this, you may also want to adjust the back of your head and neck so that the more comfortable you are, the better. And this really helps create fluidity in your emotional body, especially during the holidays. There's lots and lots of different things going on, whether if it's work or holiday season with family and friends. There's a lot of different gatherings. So just allow the energy through your breath, throughout your body to connect. Open your heart center. And then this just allows you to connect with your higher self even more. You're allowing yourself to be open. And that can be really challenging for a lot of us to do. Imagine your higher self in a distance. So imagine your higher self is basically looking at you. So you're looking at yourself. Your higher self is looking at you. And you might picture it as a beautiful shimmering light. So we all have our own visualization of how we vision our higher selves. And as your higher self, open your breathing even more. So if you want to breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth, you can. And breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth creates more energy, which is something I will recommend if you have a busier day today. But if you want to have more of a relaxing day, breathe in through your nose, out through your nose. You want more energy, in through the nose, out through the mouth. And as you are doing this, I want you to think of a situation. Just think of a situation for yourself. As your higher self, you are going to give yourself advice about the situation. Imagine you are a wise teacher and consultant. What advice would you give yourself on this situation? And just think to yourself, whatever the situation may be, and it's your higher self giving yourself this inner guidance, this inner wisdom. And think, as your higher self, do you have other messages? And these messages can be anything. It can be something more on a spiritual level, maybe on your higher purpose, maybe something more specific, whether if it's dealing with family, friends, work, or whatever it is. What are you gathering from your higher self? I now want you to thank your higher self for becoming one with you. And let's just sit here for a little longer, giving thanks to our higher selves and just allowing yourself to connect with it. Go for a few deep breaths. Again, it can be in and out through the nose for more relaxation. It can be in through the nose, out through the mouth for more energy. And then if you have your eyes closed, you can gently open them up. And see, you did a meditation 9 minutes right there, and you didn't even realize it. On your inhale, circle your arms up. Place your hands together up at the top. And then on your exhale, place your hands near your heart center. Then we're going to go for another one. Inhale, circle up. Exhale, bring your hands down back to the center. Inhale, circle up. Exhale, bring the hands together, right back to the center. On your next exhale, twist to the side. It can be the right or the left. We will do both. And just keep yourself here. Focus the breath on the twist. So a lot of times we're carrying all these different emotions throughout the body. And twisting really helps with detoxing, not just on a physical level with food, but even on an emotional level. Just twisting and releasing different things we hold in the body. Take a big inhale. Exhale and twist to the other side. Hold on to the twist. Breathe to the twist. But also make sure that there's no other tension. There's no tension in your shoulders. Then take a big inhale through your nose. Exhale and twist again. So we're going to twist right to the original side, right where we began, and hold it again. And on your next exhale, go ahead and twist one last time. And take a big inhale. Exhale right back to center. Interlace your fingers and then lift the arms right above the crown of your head. Drop the shoulders. Allow your heart to open up. I want you to visualize the chakras right in the middle of your body, because we have chakras all throughout the body. But the main ones, the 7, right in the center of the body. And there's a light. And this light can be anything. It can be cleansing. It can be energy. It can be loving. Whatever type of light that is for you, for your body, for your chakras. Allow it to charge them. On your next exhale, go into a side bend. Open up through the side of your body. Breathe through your belly. If you need to bring one arm down, you can bring one arm down. On your inhale, lift up back to center. And on your exhale, take it down to the other side. Inhale back to center. Exhale and bring the arms down. And then let's go into tabletop. So you want the knees directly underneath your hips. Hands are directly underneath your shoulders. Neck is neutral. If you need pillows for the wrist, or maybe go onto the fist, then you can do that too, and that will help eliminate extra tension on the wrist. Although you are working the wrist, be mindful of how it feels, of course. On your exhale, round your back, tuck your chin, open up through your upper back, hold it here for a little bit, draw the belly in, and make sure the tailbone is tucked. And on your inhale, lift up through your chest. Shoulders are relaxed. Breathing. On your exhale, round the back again. Right back into cat pose. Marjariasana. On your inhale, lift up through the chest, lift the chin up, lift the tailbone. Exhale, round the back again. And I want you to notice how it feels each time you're doing this. As you're warming up through the spine. Inhale, lift up through the chest. And then tuck your toes. You want to tuck your toes. Exhale, lift your hips up for downward dog. You want to aim the chest down towards the mat. Squeeze through your back. And press the shoulders down so I like to refer to them as the back pockets. Your shoulders are going down to the back pockets, so you're not lifting them towards your ears. Take a big inhale through your nose. And on your exhale, walk your feet up towards your hands. And just allow yourself to be in forward fold. Allow the head to dangle down. You can even nod the head, bringing the forehead towards the knees and then releasing them. And that's just a fun way to release tension from the neck. You can add some circles. Maybe you don't want to nod your head. Maybe you want to say no and not say yes. So you can add different types of movement while you're in forward fold. Especially for sitting, standing a lot throughout the day, or just not getting enough movement into the neck. This is a good way to do that. And fun way too. Take a big inhale through your nose. And on your exhale, gently roll yourself up. You can bend the knees. The more you bend the knees, the more the spine will curve. You want to roll up and allow the head to come up last. On your inhale, circle your arms up or bring them straight up. Hands are above the crown of your head. Open up through your chest. Upward salute. If you want to bend the back more, you can. Otherwise, just keep yourself upright. Exhale, forward fold down. Bring your hands close to your toes. Go right back into the forward bend. Allow your head to relax. Allow the neck to release. Inhale, lift up halfway. Hands can go right below the knees on the shins right in front of your legs. Back is flat, abs are in. On your next exhale, you can step one leg back. This is where you can use your chair. So you can go into a low lunge, a high lunge, whichever lunge feels good for you. You can bring your arms right above the crown of your head, go into a back bend if that feels okay. Otherwise, you can keep yourself in a high lunge or bring your hands lower for the high lunge or low lunge. Exhale, place your hands down to the outside of your feet or the front foot. Then you're going to take your front foot and go back into plank. On your exhale, take yourself down into all the way down towards the mat. So your chest is down, the knees are down, but your buns are up. So you're going to take yourself down. And this can be another variation of cobra. If you don't want your buns up, you can bring your buns down, your hips are down to the mat. Take a big inhale, and on your exhale, lift yourself up to tabletop first, and then go into downward facing dog. While you're in downward facing dog, you can pedal out your feet. My Zoom did something crazy, so I'm going to fix that really quick. So you're staying in downward facing dog, pedaling out through the heels of your feet. Take a big inhale through your nose. Then on your exhale, walk your feet forward. So now you're right back into a forward fold. Take a big inhale. On your exhale, gently roll yourself up through the spine. Circle your arms up. Bring your hands right on top of the crown of your head. You can go into upward salute if that feels okay. Hold that stretch for a little bit longer. On your next exhale, go right back into a forward fold. Allow the head to dangle down. Inhale, lift up halfway. Look straight down towards your toes. Back is flat, abs are in. Breathing, allowing yourself to connect. Exhale, bring your other leg straight back. So the other leg is going to go straight back. Go into a high lunge. You can use the chair, you can use your blocks. You can go into a low lunge or stay in the high lunge. Hands can be down, they don't have to be up. Exhale, place your hands right on the outside of the foot in the front. And then you're going to take the front foot back. Now we're in plank pose. Exhale, you can chaturanga down or bring your knees down and the chest down. And keep yourself here for a little bit. Allow yourself to connect. Remember, you can do the other variation of the cobra. Then on your exhale, gently lift yourself up into tabletop first, and then go into downward facing dog. You can pedal out your feet again if you would like. Take a big inhale through your nose. Exhale, walk your feet forward. This time, place your hands on the opposite elbow and gently sway from side to side. When I do the sway from side to side, I like to have my knees slightly bent. And that just allows a little more openness in the lower back. And take a big inhale through your nose. And on your exhale, gently roll yourself up, allowing the head to come up last. And then let's bring ourselves down all the way to the floor in a comfortable seated position. And go for a few deep breaths. And allow yourself to feel the warmth all throughout your body after we did those sun salutations. And we just did a couple of them. And you can always refer to sun salutations, even if it's just the only sequence you do in the morning. Sometimes I find if I don't have enough time, I will do the sun salutations, and they're really good for you in many levels, not just physically, but I like to look at it as you're greeting yourself in the morning, you're greeting the sun in the morning, and it really just helps to set the tone of the day. Then on your next exhale, go for a twist. You're gonna twist to one side. You can have one hand in the front, one hand in the back, and hold that twist. On your next exhale, twist to the other side. Exhale back to center, and then extend both of your legs out. So both legs straight out in front of you. Lift up through your chest, flex your feet, and on your exhale, hinge forward, but lead with your chest. You can glance at your toes. You can have your eyes closed, whichever way, whichever makes you feel comfortable. But do keep the neck neutral, and also make sure your shoulders are down and they're not going up like this. You want shoulders down, neck neutral, and chest lifted. And on your inhale, gently lift yourself up. Now we're going to do something similar, but instead you're going to round your back. So round the upper back, bring the chin down, and then go a little forward, but keep the roundness in your back.
So now the stretch is more on your back and not so much the legs. Check through the shoulders. And then just allow the roundness in your back to open up. On your inhale, gently roll yourself up. Take your time with it. Then we're going to do what's called the shoelace. I'll give you different variations for this. So the first one is you can have one leg extended out, the other leg you're going to bring it over and overlap one leg and wrap it around the other. Your knees are up and down from each other. So you can have the knees up and down from each other like that. Or if you want, you can bend the bottom leg. Now, if you have your blocks and the knees don't go close to each other, that is okay. You can place a block underneath your knees. So you can bring it like that. You can overlap it this way. You can even, if you have it extended, you can place the block underneath the knee on the top. You can do this using the chair. If you're sitting on the chair, you can extend the one leg out, wrap the other leg around the leg that you have extended, and then take it down. So all in all, you're going to feel, especially if you're tight, because sometimes depending on your flexibility, you may not have a sensation, but it's still doing what it needs to do. But you want to look for a sensation here near your glute and your lower back. And again, it just depends how tight you are. You might not necessarily feel it, but what I don't want you to feel is uncomfortable. I want you to know the difference or understand the difference of going to your edge, because that's what yin yoga is about. You want to go to your edge and sit with it. Find comfort in the discomfort, but make sure the discomfort is appropriate for your body, right? So just holding it, allow yourself to connect and just breathe.
just hold this pose. I am going to take a look at my Facebook Live because it did something crazy. The internet's been acting a little weird today. All right. So apologies for those on Facebook. You know, the internet just does weird things. You know, we can only rely on it so much. But if you are on the live, we are doing what's called the shoelace. So you have one leg folded on top of the other. You can have the bottom leg extended. You can sit on the chair and have one leg wrapped over, and then you're going to hinge down to feel the stretch. And that's if you do feel the stretch, because it's not really about feeling anything. If your body needs it, then there's going to definitely be a sensation. However, it is about connecting with it. So see what feels good for your body. If you have to use blocks, you can use blocks and place them underneath your knees. You can even sit on top of something so your hips are higher than the knee. And then when your hips are higher than the knee, it will allow you to go further down. So just see what your body needs. But yes, thank you for joining me on Facebook. The internet kicked me out, so I am back, but we are doing what's called the shoelace. I will also post this on YouTube as I am recording this also. But you know, thank you for joining me. And then on your next inhale, gently lift yourself up, and then let's go to the other side. All right. Excuse me, my allergies are also acting up. So switch your legs. Sit up nice and tall. Excuse me. And then you're going to take it on down. So by the way, I am in California. I'm in Long Beach, and there's a lot of pollen right now. So if you're anything like me and have to deal with allergies, 'tis the season. Or at least for me, it's every season, but more so fall. Fall and spring, which happen to be my two favorite seasons ever, but for allergies out here, no. And then notice how this feels on the other side. Notice if you feel tighter on this side, or maybe it's looser than the other leg, but just take notice. Then on your inhale, if you need to adjust, you can always adjust yourself. So you can move around with it. This one really gets into my sciatica on my left side, but it's actually good that it's getting it, but it's definitely tighter versus my right side. So I will make different adjustments while I'm doing this on my left leg versus my right leg. The right leg is not as tight as the left side, but it also doesn't have the sciatica nerve issue like my left side does. So just notice how it feels. Your one side versus the other.
I think someone's sending a message, but I can't see, so I apologize. Not from where I'm at right now. And on your inhale, gently lift yourself up. And then we're going to do the reclining twist. I absolutely love the reclining twists. They are good for anybody, but it's really good for the spine, obviously. So you're going to roll yourself down, have your knees in close together, extend the arms out straight out through the shoulders. And then on your exhale, you're going to bring the knees down to one side. You can turn your head in the opposite direction, or you can keep your head center. Either way is fine. If it feels good on your neck, however, I do recommend turning your head because it really does help stretch out the side of your neck, especially in the morning. If you're a wild sleeper and just move around a lot, and unfortunately I have to move around a lot, all the different physical activity throughout my lifetime, from dancing, kickboxing, spinning, more dancing, all those different things, there's different aches and pains that will come up, and you just move around. And there's nothing wrong with that. But then in the morning, if you're feeling stiff, this is a good one to do that. Even if you're in the bed, you can do this one. But then it's also good for the neck. So it really helps battle that stiffness. Hold it here. You can have your eyes closed. You can have a soft gaze. And to me, the soft gaze just means you're not necessarily focusing on a point or a focus point. You're just having your eyes open, but still connecting with yourself and connecting with the pose. So more internal focus, not external focus. I want you to focus on, however, the breath and how it feels to the side of your body. So breathing to the twist, but also allow your face to soften up. So no clenching through the jaw, and just breathing to your back. Allowing yourself to reconnect with your breath. If you feel comfortable adding some deep breathing, go ahead and do that. In and out through the nose, or in through the nose, out through the mouth. On your next inhale, bring the legs back to center. You can bring the legs one leg at a time or both of them at the same time. And then bring your head back to center if you had the head turned. On your next exhale, bring the legs down to the other side.
You can turn your head in the opposite direction, away from your legs. And allow yourself to reconnect with your breath. Scan throughout your body. Breathe to the twist. And notice the breath and see if you can breathe deeper, but only if it feels comfortable. I always want you to do what feels comfortable for your body, because maybe it will feel good for you, maybe it will not feel good. I want you to notice how the twist on this side feels versus the other side. And then on your next inhale, you're going to bring one leg to the center or both legs at the same time. Hug your knees in and begin rolling on your back. If you want to just hug your knees in, that's okay. I really enjoy doing these because, for one, it feels good on the back, but also it's fun. You know, you can bring out your inner child. You know, we did a lot of connecting with our higher selves today, but you can also connect with your inner child. And then after your last one, bring yourself all the way down to Shavasana. With Shavasana, you can have your legs bent and have the feet on the floor if that feels better on the back. Or you can have the arms and legs extended and just allow yourself to connect with yourself. Visualize your higher self
looking down upon you. Your higher self is connecting with your authentic self. And I want you to stay here in Shavasana as long as you need. I'm going to read a quote from Clarity and Connection from Young Pueblo, which I just adore him. He's just a really good writer, and he's not afraid to express himself in a healing way. So I do recommend this book. So this is actually one of the first quotes of this book. He says, and again, it's from Young Pueblo from Clarity and Connection. He says, heal yourself, but don't rush. Help people, but have boundaries. Love others, but don't let them harm you. Love yourself, but don't become egotistical. Stay informed, but don't overwhelm yourself. Embrace change, but keep pursuing your goals. I want to thank you so much for joining me today in this hybrid yin and vinyasa yoga practice with meditation. I will post this video on YouTube, Facebook. It kind of got out of it, so I will do my best with posting that on here as well. But thank you so much. Stay in Shavasana for however long as you need, and you enjoy the rest of your day. Happy